Double Dutch is a childhood staple, but these days it's better known as an international competitive sport. Today, I'll be taking you back to the playground to show you how Double Dutch has evolved from a game to a worldwide phenomenon. We are here with Double Dutch Empire, and we're gonna learn a lot about Double Dutch, but I think they're gonna take it a little bit slow for me so I can get the basics. Can you tell us a little bit about Double Dutch and its origins?
Double Dutch was invented by the Dutch kids when the Dutch from Amsterdam came over to America to take over New York. And that's why it's called Double Dutch. It's double the ropes, and it was by the Dutch people.
Double Dutch was always like a prevalent game on the playground. How have you guys seen it change over the years?
Well, I grew up double dutching on the playground on the sidewalk with my sisters, but that was very limited to New York. And since then it's kind of exploded competitively, but maybe less so streetwise. So there's not a lot of kids out there jump roping. And generally I found that people under the age of 30 didn't grow up double dutching. It's a weird divide almost right now between people who grow up in the competitive world and people who grow up on the street jump rope style. So it's changed a lot, but now it's international as well. Like at the competitions, the Japanese teams are killing it.
Oh my goodness.
Because they do like a breakdance style, which is super cool. And then it's really big in France, it's big in China, it's everywhere.
There's also like different styles of competition too. Like I grew up in a style that's national championships are at Disney World, and it's much more like sport oriented.
Oh wow.
So I grew up in Oklahoma, and when I came to New York, all the tricks that I were doing were very like sort of stodgy and staid, and like I've executed this perfectly. And so in Brooklyn I had to learn like a completely different style that's much more fluid, and like you said, sort of like there's a lot more dance and flair. And so for me it's been a fun sort of process to like learn how to jump in a different way.
It's crazy that like coming from like the streets of like Manhattan and Brooklyn to like the competitive sports world internationally. Has anyone dabbed in a competition recently?
Not recently, no.
Okay, I mean, I might try to dab, who knows? Yeah. Okay, so since we're talking about like the competitive aspect of Double Dutch, can you give us a little bit of like a sense of what the rules are to the game?
There are normally three divisions. You have your freestyle fusion, you have your speed, and you have your compulsory. Your compulsory consists of hopping on the right foot, hopping on the left foot, doing a crisscross with the right foot, crisscross with the left foot, and then high jumps with the knees coming up to the chest, and then you jump out. Speed is counted only on the left foot hitting the ground. You have 2 minutes on the clock, and you have to see who gets the most jumps within 2 minutes.
Got it, okay.
Without the ropes messing up also.
Got it.
And freestyle is just your way of expression.
Swag.
Your tricks, everything that you have, throw it out. And the rules are mainly not having the ropes collide with each other, touch each other, and to consistently have the ropes continuing to turn.
Okay. I think when people think about Double Dutch, people think of it generally as like kind of like a female sport. Have you guys seen it grow into a unisex sport as well in the competitive world?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with my two sisters double dutching, and I pretty much never saw a boy double dutch ever. And what I found in teaching for the past 10 plus years double dutch is that boys and men are available and interested in double dutch, so I think that's grown immense amount. Still, people have this mentality of like it's only little girls, it's only like this very like 70s hip-hop style or breakdance style,
right.
And it's transcended so much, I think partly because of the physicality of it. And then we've seen it go really extreme opposite and go breakdance all the way, but it's the Japanese style of double dutch is predominantly male. Same with all across Europe, all over Asia, it's becoming more and more male sport as far as competitions go.
That's one of the things I liked about jumping as a kid too, with boys and girls. Like different people have different skill sets, like because of their bodies and their size and like whatever, you know, athletic skill, and jump rope provides an opportunity for like a lot of different people to have their thing. So like this person really perfects this trick, and this person really perfects that trick, and this person's really good at turning. So like it's not like one of these like star sports where like only one person does the cool things. Like everyone can figure out like a cool thing that they can do in the ropes or with the ropes.
You guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Hannahgram. I am so blown away by these guys and their insane tricks. Don't forget to subscribe to Girls Guide and watch more Hannahgram.